Alright, man, in this video, I'm going to be going through and making my picks for all of the college football bowl games this year. This is the Capital One Bowl Mania Challenge, where, like it says right here, if you finish with any perfect entry in any of the 3 contests, you can walk away with up to $1 million. If you don't go perfect, don't sweat it. There are $20,000 grand prizes for each of the 3 contest modes. Yeah, so I don't know how many entries you can make, but I'm just going to be doing 1 entry, and there's 47 picks to be made, so we have 47 bowl games to pick. Oh, max 3 entries right here. So yeah, man, let's just go ahead and get into these picks. So first up, got the Cricket Celebration Bowl between Jackson State and South Carolina State. I don't know a whole lot about either of these teams. I'm just going to go with Deion Sanders and Travis Hunter's and Shador Sanders' former team, Jackson State, and they're called the Tigers, LSU Tigers. I'm just gonna go with them, man. Got the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl between South Alabama and Western Michigan. Now, I do know South Alabama has a pretty good offense. Gio Lopez at quarterback, Bothwell or Bothwell at running back, however you say that. They got a pretty good offense. They were being talked about a lot at the beginning of the season, when they were putting up like 76 points on teams. So I'm going to go with South Alabama. You can look at a preview, which I'm not going to be doing for like any of these games, but it just shows you like each team's last 5 games and, you know, their leading passer, leading rusher, leading receiver, just stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just going to be going with my gut for all of these pretty much. The Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl, number 25 Memphis in West Virginia. West Virginia, I believe, is in talks to hire Rich Rodriguez, or maybe they already hired him. I don't know. I don't really keep up with you know, sports news too much because I really can't. It's kind of hard to open Twitter. I have my Bleacher Report and ESPN notifications turned off, so I don't get scores spoiled for me for reactions. I rarely go on Twitter, which isn't bad. Twitter's very freaking toxic, but yeah, man, it's just pretty much I get my news from this, you know, when I seldomly check Twitter, that's when I get my news. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Memphis to get this win here. The Boca Raton Bowl, Western Kentucky and James Madison. I can't go against James Madison. They've been so good since they came to the FBS Division 1. I gotta go with them. The Art of Sport LA Bowl, California and number 24 UNLV. My gut's telling me, I mean, 85% have picked UNLV, but Cal is the odds-on favorite. I'm gonna go with Cal. Just what my gut's telling me. The R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Georgia Southern and Sam Houston. This is pretty much dead even. Oh gosh. I'm gonna go Sam Houston. Staff DNA Cure Bowl. Who will win this matchup? Ohio or Jacksonville State? I'm gonna go with Ohio just because that's where I live. Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Tulane and Florida. Florida's been looking pretty good. Did I get Florida's record prediction? I think I did. I think I predicted them to go 7-5. That's exactly what they went. I mean, Tulane did lose their quarterback to the portal. I believe he was their starting quarterback, so I'm gonna go with Florida there. The playoff first round. Okay. I did not. Okay. I mean, it makes sense for the playoff to be in this. I guess now I have to remember. I forgot that I was gonna be predicting the playoff as well. I gotta remember who I picked. I picked Notre Dame for this one 100%. I did go in depth kinda, and I have another, you know, video on my channel of me predicting the playoff. And this one I picked Penn State. I picked Texas. I picked Ohio State. Alright. Myrtle Beach Bowl. Coastal Carolina and UTSA. I'm going to go with Coastal. That's just pretty much their, you know, it's pretty much a home game for them in Myrtle Beach. Every time I go, it's kind of cool. Every time I go to Myrtle Beach, I go right past Coastal Carolina's campus. Not right past it, but pretty close. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Northern Illinois and Fresno State. Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame earlier in the season. I'm gonna go with them. Hawaii Bowl, San Jose State and South Florida. I'm gonna go with South Florida. Um, game above Sports Bowl. Pittsburgh and Toledo. Pittsburgh is 91% getting picked. I mean, that's probably good. That's probably true. The Rate Bowl. Okay. It's a very simple name. Rutgers and Kansas State. Man, Rutgers could. I'm gonna go with Rutgers, man. I don't know how 90% are picking Kansas State here, unless something's happening with Rutgers that I don't know about. I'm gonna go with Rutgers, man. The 68 Ventures Bowl. Arkansas State and Bowling Green. Is Butch Jones still the coach at Arkansas State? If so, I'm picking Bowling Green. Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Oklahoma and Navy. Honestly, Navy. I don't. Oklahoma lost Jackson Arnold. Means Hawkins will be their starting quarterback. I don't know. I'm going Navy. That was my gut. The Birmingham Bowl. Oh, this is a good one. Georgia Tech and Vandy. Oh, okay. Vandy is gonna really want to cap off this really good season for them. I'm gonna go with Vandy. Assuming that there's no transfers that I know of in that for Vandy in that game. AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Texas Tech and Arkansas. I'm gonna go Texas Tech. DirecTV Holiday Bowl. Who will win this? Number 21 Syracuse, Washington State. Gonna go Syracuse. The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. USC and A&M. A&M. I'm really surprised USC went 6-6, to be honest. You know, of course, LSU can't win their freaking week 1 matchups, and we had to go and lose that freaking game. Good job, boys. Wasabi Fenway Bowl. UConn and North Carolina. How about North Carolina freaking hiring Bill freaking Belichick, bro? What the fudge? Like, I gotta react to them a lot next year. They're gonna be that's gonna be an interesting team to watch. So we're about halfway through now, more than halfway through. We got the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, Boston College, Nebraska. Man, that'd be a pretty good one, huh? But I'll go with Nebraska. The New Mexico Bowl, TCU in Louisiana. I'll go TCU. Pop-Tarts Bowl, Iowa State, Miami. Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. I assume Cam Ward's not playing. I'm going Iowa State. The Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. What the fudge, bro? Miami of Ohio, Colorado State. I just love looking at the bowl names. I'll go Colorado State. Go Bowling Military Bowl. East Carolina, NC State. I'm gonna go East Carolina. It's gonna mean more to them, really. Playing against NC State. Valero Alamo Bowl. 17 BYU and 23 Colorado. Ooh. Will Shador play? Will Travis play? That's the question. If they do, I'm picking Colorado. If they don't, I'm taking BYU, but I'm gonna go with Colorado. I don't know. Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Marshall and Army. Marshall just lost their coach that won them the conference title. I believe they won the conference title, or they made it to the conference title game, and then they let him go. And I think he went to Southern Miss, and they had like 25 players into the portal right after that. So I'm going with Army. Got Iowa, Missouri in the Music City Bowl. I mean, I'm gonna go Iowa. I just think that defense is gonna give Missouri some issues, and Missouri's offense has struggled this year a little bit. The Reliant Quest Bowl, Alabama and Michigan. Alabama, I'm picking y'all. I'm pissed off at Michigan over the Bryce Underwood shit, man. Y'all better beat that ass. This is the one time I will really root for Bama, man. You better beat that ass. You better beat that ass, man. I'm glad that y'all got Michigan, so it's a punishment. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, Louisville and Washington. Okay. Why is majority going like heavily Louisville? What am I missing? I'm gonna go with the majority. I'm gonna trust y'all. The Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, South Carolina and Illinois. South Carolina should have been in the playoff, not gonna lie. All of Ole Miss, South Carolina, and I would say Alabama should have been in over SMU, but you know, the committee doesn't really know what they're doing. They're way too inconsistent. I'm not even gonna read this one. The Kinder's Texas Bowl, LSU is gonna beat that ass. Wait, what's the percentage? 86%, only minus 120. But LSU going up against a former defensive coordinator, Dave Aranda. He was on the 2019 LSU team that won the national championship, so it's going to be nice to see us go up against him. Oh shoot. Okay. This is Penn State SMU. I did pick Boise State to win this. This is my one big upset. Wow. 56% picked Boise State to win that game? And presumably over Penn State? Wow, bro. Okay, maybe it's not as big of an upset as I thought it was. Maybe I'm not as bold as I thought. Yeah, I have Texas beating Arizona State. 85% picking Oregon to beat Ohio State and Tennessee. I agree. Surprised it's that high, though, considering a lot of people probably picked Ohio State to win against Tennessee, and then how Ohio State only lost by 1 at Oregon. Interesting. All-State Sugar Bowl. I had Georgia. Taxley or Gator Bowl. Duke and Ole Miss. I don't think Jackson Dart's playing for Ole Miss. And Malik Murphy also is not playing for Duke. He entered the portal. I'm gonna go Ole Miss. Minus 700 is kind of crazy. The First Responder Bowl, North Texas and Texas State. I'm gonna go Texas State. We got 5 more to go. The Duke's Mayo Bowl, Minnesota and Virginia Tech. I'm gonna go. Man, Minnesota had a decent season. Last time I saw, they were like 2-4, maybe. So they must have finished the season strong. I'm gonna go with Minnesota. The Bahamas Bowl, Buffalo and Liberty. Caden Salters is in the portal. I'm gonna go Buffalo. Okay, what am I looking at right now? Alright, we got Boise State versus Georgia. I picked Georgia. And I would have Texas versus Oregon, which I have Oregon. And then the national championship, I would have, wait. So this was the Cotton Bowl, which would be Oregon. This was the Orange Bowl of Georgia. I have Georgia winning. 80% have probably Oregon winning the championship. How many points will be scored in the national championship game? So if it's Oregon, Georgia, I would say it'd probably be, you know, both defenses can be pretty good. Obviously, Georgia's is a pretty solid defense. Oregon's can be good. I think Oregon's offense is better and more fluent than Georgia's offense would be. But I think there will be a decent amount of points scored here. I would go, final score maybe like 34-27, something around that. So I would go, what would that equal? 51? That's what I'm going to go with there. So I'm going to submit my picks. It says they're experiencing technical difficulties, so I'm just going to get this to go through, you know, off camera. But, yeah, man, if y'all want to do this yourselves, it's Capital One Bowl Mania. Just type that into Google or whatever, and, yeah, it'll come up, man. But yeah, that is my predictions for all of the bowl games in 2024 in college football. So, yeah, man, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man.